Hello and welcome to the Ramble Scramble podcast here on youtube.com/GaminTank. I am your host, Frank the GaminTank. That is a very long thing to say. And welcome to the one show where the ramblings happen, and you can find new episodes every single Monday on my YouTube channel, which is probably where you're listening to it right now. Welcome to the show. And, wow. I didn't think I'd keep on my promise about the whole thing of, well, actually, before I go into that, first off, gotta know, how's your day going, how's your weekend going, whatever it was. The past week has been a good week of gaming for you guys. Let me know in the comments below, because you gotta know this stuff. It's gotta be pretty cool. You know, the interaction, love it. Gotta have more of it. Hopefully we can start something. Anyways, as for content on the channel, well, I did good. I did really good. I made sure to keep up my promise for the Pokemon Nuzlocke Part 3, or -2-3 actually, because it's not like Part 2, but a third of it. It's Pokemon Outlaw Nuzlocke Attempt 2, Part 3. So it's my second attempt of the whole thing. And the only reason for that is because I failed in the first one, so I decided, hey, this ROM hack's a bit more interesting. Why not just keep looking at it, and hopefully, you know, something will come of this. We'll have some great moments, we'll have some okay moments. So yes, that's going to be the thing for Pokemon Outlaw Nuzlocke 2-3. It's up right now on youtube.com/SuperFrankPlays, which is my Pokemon YouTube channel. It's going to be there just for a lot of fun, you know. We're going to have a lot of fun. Excuse me. Oh, man. Okay. I had a bit of a busy day today, so, and as always, speaking of busy days, since this is actually not being recorded on Saturday, it's being recorded on Sunday, Dynamite Kick, which is the streaming channel that I do with my older brother, we did so far, I've gone through three streams of doing Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I can already say, I don't really like the game anymore. I don't like it. For what reason? Well, it's gonna be there, so, twitch.tv/DynamiteKick. The archive is on there. You get to see what happens. You get to see, basically it's me talking to myself because we haven't gained that much traction. But you know what, that's fine anyways, because, you know, it's like doing a Let's Play or a playthrough video, whatever I ended up started calling them again. It's like doing that, but in a bulk session, in like one large session. But whatever, it's fun, it's good, up until you realize how poorly some of the levels in Sonic 2 have designed, especially Metropolis Zone, and Sky Chase wasn't that bad, but Winged Fortress Zone was probably the worst. Especially when I couldn't figure out how to face the boss battle. How did I do that? Twitch.tv/DynamiteKick, and you will see the archive that we have of it. Other videos that I've done, well, other videos that have been out in the past week, chances are you may or may not have seen a part 1, oh, not part 5, part 4 of Classic Mario World, The Magical Crystals, because I actually got around to recording it, posted it. It's a really good episode. You guys should check it out. It's on there. And part 5 will be coming probably within the next day or two. Also, speaking of stuff that's coming out, next week I am actually hopefully recording the next episode of the Ramble Scramble podcast. But it's going to be a bit of a different episode because I may or may not have a guest on it. Who knows? You might have to find out, but you have to wait until the 25th. Oh, God. Little real talk, that's when I turned 23, so I feel older. Anyway, all that aside, let's get on to the news, and wow, we're pretty good on time right now. So we're going to start off with some Legend of Zelda stuff. A preview for The Legend of Zelda has been in the magazine Famitsu, and it shows a few things. I mean, I know people like all the huge details that they got from it. I actually found out, before I get to that if you pre-order through GameStop, that you get a disc with it. I haven't confirmed it yet because I haven't tried it. I don't think I'm going to be able to pre-order it because I have a lack of Wii U. I don't have that, so I might not be able to get it. But one of the things is that in the UI that they showed for it, first off, they're not going with the Wii controls. Thank goodness, because those Wii controls were a bit too frustrating for me. I'm still, like, most of the parts of the game, I passed the snow area, but that game is frustrating. Anyways, they're showing the part where you're in the Linear Province, which is a very early part in the game, I believe. And, if my memory serves me correct. Anyways, rather than collecting 16 tiers for the little thing so you can change from Wolf Link back to normal Link in the Twilight area, or changing the Twilight area to a normal area, rather than 16, it has dropped down to 12. So some enemies have been removed, so that way you're not going through the entire thing collecting all 16 of them, because I know that takes forever and it's not the most fun part. The fun part is going through the dungeons. It's some of the more noteworthy things that are on it. And The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD will be coming to the Wii U on March 4th. So that will be happening. It's going to be awesome, I'm assuming. Hopefully it's a lot better than the Wii version, because the Wii version isn't really that good. And I know the GameCube version's a lot better, because the controller just... It was built more for a controller rather than just the Wii U waggle controls. And it wasn't even a precise waggle like a precise swinging like Skyward Sword. I've actually played the demo of it. I haven't played the full game, but it's a pretty accurate... like Zelda on the Wii, that's probably the most accurate you'll get with the controls with sword swinging. So let's get on to the next part. Oh man, Grand Theft Auto 5, a long time ago, way back then, probably about a year ago, when I was doing the Super Genesis 2 Turbo podcast, I believe I spoke very little of GTA 5, but one of the newest things out are the black cell phones that are mysterious black cell phones that will pop up as GTA 5's Easter egg. Now, there's a number that you dial in the game that is 1-999-367-3767. If you push that number in that specific cell phone, or in that cell phone in the game, it's funny because there are two things that happens. Or I believe it's three. It triggers an explosion that happens in the sky, which many people believe is like an EMP kind of explosion in Grand Theft Auto. Another thing is that the phone changes themes, which isn't as interesting, but it doesn't really matter. And I believe it also changes the ringtone to the phone as well. That might be the same thing. Anyways, this can only be triggered in single player, and it's not really considered a cheat code, so it might be an interesting Easter egg. We'll probably find out more about it as we go along, but that's just a neat little thing I wanted to bring up, because GTA 5 is a game that I invested a lot of time in the online multiplayer. I would invest time in the single player if my save data didn't corrupt and I wasn't able to continue, because that really infuriated me, and I just had no interest in single player anymore. It's like, really, you're going to stop me at this point of the game? I have to start all the way at the beginning and continue. Not that much fun. Rockstar, get your stuff together. Let's move on to more Xbox stuff. Again, Xbox guy right here. So Xbox One, one of the features that wasn't in it was the ability to listen to whatever your music is in the background of your game. Well, let's just say that is one of the biggest requests. And the thing is, there's a possibility that this will be returning before the summer. Well, not before summer. A little bit like in the summer. Because, well, this is probably one of the more requested features, because it was a really good feature on the Xbox 360. So, I mean, come on, guys, let's do this. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm kind of spacing out, but yes, hopefully soon we will have our background music compatibility with the Xbox One, rather than just having your phone on the side and playing that music, because you want to hear it through your TV. It sounds good through your TV, and who cares about the game audio if you don't give a damn about the game? So, yeah, there you go. And that's gonna do it for, well, it's a slow news week, I guess. It's gonna do it for the news. So, wow. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. I'm looking at my recording right now, so I'm sorry. And it says we're under 10 minutes. I have never gone through the news that fast before, so I figured we can do two things. One, I can say more about my Sonic 2 experience, and then we can talk about our little topic. There you go. That's the word that's coming to my mind. My mind's everywhere today. Anyways, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Now, from what I believe, this is probably regarded as one of the best Sonic games out there. Some people have considered it their favorite Sonic game, or the they would consider it the best Sonic game of all time, or the best of the 2D Sonic games. Whatever you want to say, it's up there. And of the 3 times that I've played it, which I've put in about 4.5 or so hours into it through the 3 live streams that I've done on Dynamite Kick, I don't see it. I don't see it of how good of a game it is. Now, for the first half of the game, I can understand. The game's pretty good, and then it slowly declines a bit, but it's still an alright experience. It's a fun experience still. Casino Night Zone, you bounce around, but still, it's fun. It's fun to go through it. But then you start going into the other zones. Around the point where you get to Oil Ocean Zone, it's where the game takes it really just doesn't go. It's not very good. Just a lot in it that's I don't know. The game's just, it seems like they just wanted to throw challenge without actual reasoning for it, and not a good challenge, because a good challenge would be something, hey, this is gonna happen. The later levels soon become all trial and error. That's basically what I want to say. It's all trial and error and a lot of pits, which is really annoying, because if you're going super fast as Sonic, especially on something like Winged Fortress, you're gonna fall off a lot. This is one of those levels where you can't go super fast. You can't really go super fast. I'm thinking of the movie. Anyways, you can't go super fast in it. You have to start moving very slow, especially in Metropolis Zone, because that is the worst freaking zone in the entire game. I don't care what anybody says. That is the worst zone. I thought Oil Ocean was bad, but nope, Metropolis defeats it, especially Stage 3, because there's not a point in that level where I believe I was having any fun, because I was either running into something, being bounced around uncontrollably into something, or, I mean, even the little things that shoot out the little lids that have steam coming out the side, even that can hurt you. That is ridiculous. Why would people think that is a good thing? So yeah, I mean, come on. I feel like I'm just complaining to absolutely nothing about a really old game, which it's exactly what I'm doing. But for this to be considered one of the better Sonic games, I don't think so. No. I mean, I'm not saying games like Sonic 1 was better, because Sonic 1 had some crap of its own as well. Sonic 1 and Game Gear had crap of its own, had a lot of crap of its own, but not enough that would be really annoying. But Sonic 2 seems like there's a hell of a learning curve, especially when you get to the second half of the game, because it goes from going almost as fast as you want. Sometimes you do hit a bump or two that you have to be like, okay, slow down. But yeah, I don't see how forcing me to wait for so long is any fun. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to do this as a service to you guys. I'm going to post the highlights of one of the bosses that I had that I went up against. I'll post up 2 little highlight videos, because one, I do want to promote this Twitch channel because it's a lot of fun to do. I love streaming as much as Sonic 2 annoyed the crap out of me. I do love streaming. It's fun. It's probably been the one way that I've been able to game and have a good time at the same time. So basically, oh man, Oil Zone. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I should talk about this game, but all these moments are just popping in my head, having to redo zones. And I did actually make a rule. If for whatever reason, if I make it to a new zone, I am allowed to save the game, because I am actually playing through the Xbox One streaming, and Sonic 2 just happened to be backwards compatible, and it's from the Sega Vintage Collection, which has a save feature. I'm pretty sure all newer versions of it have that they have some sort of save feature. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Anyways, so if I ever make it to a new zone, I am allowed to basically save, so that way I can see the whole game and not be forced to go through Emerald Hill Zone over and over again, because I know that can be annoying. And there's one review out there on the internet that I do highly recommend that you guys check out, and it's of my friend Exoparadigm Gamers. It's a series called Remake or Rebreak. It's a series that he does where he reviews games, but also looks at the differences between the 2 versions, and he looks at the Sega Genesis original of Sonic 2, and he takes a look at the iOS Android version of Sonic 2, which is made by Taxman and Stealth. And he basically shows what is different in the game, how it's improved. Is there an improvement? Is there something that's not so great about it? I recommend you checking that out because I believe we both have the same gripe about that game, and that's enemy placement, hazard placements, and the fact that there are pits that seem like there's some kind of secret, but when you go through it, it's just one hell of a trap that will mess you up. So I recommend you guys checking out Exo Paradigm Gamer's review on it, and I feel like I feel weird for just dropping his name out there, but you know what? Go watch his review. It's pretty good. It's about 20-25 minutes long, but you'll get everything you need out of that review. Every question you might have will be answered there. Is it the best Sonic game? No, it is not. Now, I have yet to try what he considers his best, which is Sonic 3. I may try that on a live stream soon, or I might review... You know what? I might even review the game for my own channel. For this channel right here, I might review Sonic 2, because I've played so much of it, I have all my thoughts ready. But then again, I don't want to be completely bashing the game, because there is some fun to it, just not a lot, compared to what people would say. It's a game that's ruined by... not really ruined. It's a game that's, people have hyped it up, but it's not as great as you think it is. So, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, not as fun as you think it is. And go check out the remake or rebreak video on it. I'm pretty sure it is a pretty big video. The guy's got, what, like 8,000 subs? Good guy. Good guy. He's cool to talk to. Shoot. Well, I was going to save this for a while ago. This isn't the topic. It's just a quick announcement. You know what? Actually, I'll announce it next week. There may or may not be a guest on it. Again, anyways, the topic for the video. Do video game commercials affect your decision whether or not to purchase it? There are a lot of really good video game commercials out there. I mean, especially when you have them tied in with a really good song. Like, they used Knights of Sidonia from Muse with Halo 5, and that was a pretty damn good... It seemed like, oh, this song, you know, the way they changed the music, not changed the music, the way they edited the music to go with the commercial, it just put the multiplayer, the look of the multiplayer, it brought it all together, and it looked like a lot of fun. It's like when you see Modern Warfare 3, and you hear AC/DC shoot the thrill, and it's the coolest thing ever, and it's adrenaline pumping action. It's amazing. It's actually one of the reasons why I actually bought it. And do I regret it? Half and half, because I am known for raging at the video games, and especially at the Call of Duties. It's probably why I don't play it as much anymore, or why I've completely distanced myself from it in favor of other games like it. Like going back to Pokemon, playing Fantasy Life. Fantasy Life is another one, because I saw that commercial. The game is like, okay, there's multiplayer. I can play online with people. I can play local multiplayer with people. There's a lot of customization. I can make my own choice. I can live whatever life I want in the game. Yes, after playing it, there are some bumps where you do have to continue the story to continue progressing your life. But that's to make sure you're not an overpowered character, even though eventually I became an overpowered character. But I'll go into that in another video. Maybe one day. Who knows? So, what else? Rayman Origins had a very fun one. It was like a very uplifting song, and then you just see all the cool moments from the game, which I do have Rayman Origins on Xbox One. Is it Origins or Legends? It's one of those. It had like the really cool stuff. It was a really cool song that came with it. I think it's Origins. I'm going to bounce back and forth on that. It's one of the Rayman games that recently came out, and it's just amazing to play. What recent gaming commercials? Probably... well, I mean, there isn't really much to say on this topic. It's just me gushing about the games that had awesome commercials. Call of Duty Black Ops used to actually do it for me when they played Back in Black, but a little story about that. They kind of played it at the wrong time, or they use that song. Walmart uses that song. It's all around like the holiday season, stuff like that. It was probably the worst timing because of that. What was it? Black Ops 2, when it came out. They were using Back in Black, because I get it. Call of Duty Black Ops 2, it's Back in Black. That's how they do it. It's cool. It was the surprise commercial that everybody was like, oh, surprise, and they get taken out or whatever it is. Walmart does it every year when they do the what's it called? The thing where you can pay in little increments. I'm blanking out on the name. Whatever. It's a Walmart commercial. Oh, Layaway, whatever it's called. I think that's what it's called. I think that's what it's called. And anyways, they used it, and then there was a third place that used that commercial, and they all played simultaneously, like one after another after another. I didn't mean simultaneously. It would play all in order, and I'm just like, I hate this song already. I'm sick of hearing it, because I heard it nearly every day up until the holidays were over. And even then, I was still hearing it for Black Ops. I was like, I'm so sick of this song. I hate Back in Black now. No offense to the people who like it, but that just made me hate the song. Shoot the Thrill, on the other hand, that's always a fun song to go and listen to, because I remember playing Halo Reach with my brother. We were playing Firefight, and I actually played that song through the whole thing. So then when I saw it on something like Modern Warfare 3 commercial, I was excited. That game gets you pumped up for it. There's also one from Modern Warfare 2 which plays, I believe, Eminem music. Same thing. Gets you really pumped up for the action in the story mode and the multiplayer. And well, I want to ask you guys this question. First off, what video game commercials did you really enjoy? But also, name a series. No, what series would you like to see a specific song for? And please, feel free to name the series and the song. I would love to know this, because then I would also like to see how the song would play. Because it'd be interesting to see this. What song would you use to define a series, basically, for commercials? If you were going to sell it to whatever the intended audience is for, or if you just want to make the game seem cool. And with that, wow. This is actually one of the shorter episodes of Ramble Scramble. That's basically going to be it. Seemed like I was a little all over the place, mentally, verbally, whatever. But that's what we do here. You understand, hopefully you understand what's being said, but it's basically a conversation. It's as if I just had a conversation with you, because this is actually how I speak. My mind goes all over the place with things, whether it's a reference, whether it's talking about, oh, this other thing as well. So yeah, hopefully, again, all the things that you can find the streaming. You can find the stream archives in twitch.tv/DynamiteKick. You can go to our highlights. It'll all be there. It's always there the day of the stream, or right as soon as the stream's over, it's immediately highlighted. So, and if, oh dang, I don't have a username for the YouTube channel, because YouTube changed how they did their usernames. I mean, heck, I'm glad I have a custom username for this channel, where it has like the C instead of user. Anyways. Well, that's what you get when you have a channel for 5 years. Do alright! Anyways, I'm tired of saying that anyways. It's getting to me. It's getting to me. So, again, if you like to carry the show, I did say this earlier, but if you like to take the show with you on the go, there's always a download link where you can have the MP3 file if you like to take this on the go, because I know people who actually go and take their own podcast, or take podcasts they listen to it on their commute to work, they listen to it when they're working out. Heck, I've even done it before. And, well, yeah, exactly, I've done it before. I've done it during a workout. I've listened to a podcast on the way to school, or whatever it is I'm doing. And, honestly, it passes a lot of time. It passes time, and it's, if it's a funny podcast, it looks weird when you're laughing. Anyways, link in the description below. There will always be a download link. Ramble Scramble every single Monday here on youtube.com/GaminTank. For the Nuzlocke video, youtube.com/SuperFrankPlays. For all the other videos that I have mentioned, youtube.com/ExoParadigmGamer. For remake or rebreak Sonic 2, go watch that. I highly recommend it. Classic Mario World Part 4 is on my channel, youtube.com/GaminTank. So will Part 5 coming soon later on this week, and I'm going to be recording next week's episode tomorrow, which will actually be today by the time you're listening to it. Anyways, for the Ramble Scramble podcast, I am your host, Frank the GaminTank. Hopefully you have a great day. Have a wonderful and safe day, and goodbye.